I don't support censorship, but I do believe that we ought to talk plainly to the people who produce this stuff and explain the consequences. I think we need to have rating systems that are clear. And I happen to like the idea of having technology for the TV, easy for parents to use, so you can tune out these programs that you don't want in your house.
Joe Lieberman and I gave them 6 months to clean up their act. And if they don't do it, we're going to ask for tougher authority in the hands of the FTC. Now, I'll tell you this. I want to do something about this. Respect the First Amendment, but I will do something to help you raise your kids without that garbage.
GTV! Once there was a funny TV show on a not-so-funny station. The station owner decided the show had to go, so he pulled the plug. Undaunted, the show's creator was determined to keep the program on the air any way that he could.
Good evening and welcome to GTV. I'm Johnny, your host. See me down here in the corner? You probably can't because that would give away the results of our web poll from last month. We asked you to vote at GorillaTV.net as to what was going to happen to my hair, and here is the results. 15.4% of you said, leave it alone. It's funny enough the way it is. Thanks, I guess. 19.2% said, shave it all off. And the overwhelming winner, 50% of you said, do this. Thanks to Scotty at the Wave for doing this to me. And I'll find out who each and every one of you are that voted to have this done to me and get back at you. I swear. Anyway, this is our ratings show. Our ratings period is one of those 4 times during the year that TV stations measure the number of viewers on each and every one of their shows. So it's important to us and Action TV 27 that we get as many people watching the show as possible. Therefore, we're asking you to call your friends and tell them to watch the show if you like it. And if you don't like the show, call your enemies. Tell them to watch the show. We don't care. As long as people are watching, it's all the same to us. Anyway, what we're going to try to do in the next half hour is kind of glom onto the popularity of other successful television series and hope that some of their success rubs off on us. Here's an example.
Coming in 2001, GTV Survival. Each week, we randomly kidnap 2 contestants.
Now you've got that Lebanon experience going on.
No doubt. We will not shoot you in the back. POW. Watch your head.
Get in the squad car.
This makes a lovely noise as he enters the car. All right, the window's open. I'm just like a dog. I won't let you sit in there too long.
Our commandos then blindfold the contestants and make sure that they're not able to see where they're going.
Just violation 10-120.
Yes. Everybody say bye.
We then drive them at least 50 miles from where we picked them up and drop our contestants off somewhere in our urban survival area. From the creators of those other successful reality series, it's GTV Survival. Who will survive? Who will be voted off the property and charged with criminal trespass? Who will figure out that there is no prize money and simply call it quits? Find out on GTV's Urban Survival, coming soon.
GTV!
This is the plaintiff, Huey L. Dewey. He claims that the defendant sold his collection of rare pornographic Peanuts comic strips and is suing for $475. This is the defendant, Linus Von Pelt. He says that the plaintiff still owed him rent money and left the comics when he moved out, so he sold them. Both litigants have agreed to have their cases heard here, in our forum, with Judges Judy and Jerry.
Excuse me, when did we change the title? My name comes first. It's out of order.
You're out of order. Now hush up. We have a case to hear.
You've both been sworn in. Now tell me about these pornographic Peanut strips.
They're very rare comics drawn by...
Are you listening here? He asked you about the porn. Hello, can you hear me?
Well, if you'd let me explain, Your Honor.
I can't take this anymore. Please, tell me you're not as stupid as that person over there.
Well, I think that...
Excuse me. Excuse me. I wanted to say something else, please.
Would you shut up and let him speak, you numbskull?
Your Honor, speaking for the people...
Zip it! I think I've heard enough, and I think that...
Shh. You're becoming more annoying than them. Now snap out of it, or I'll smack you.
You don't have the grapes, Judy.
Oh, like hell I don't.
I think I'm ready to rule.
You overruled.
Hey, you settle for $100?
Yeah, why not? Want to go get a beer?
Sure, but you're buying. Here at GTV, we use Judge Mills Lane, seen weekdays here on Action TV 27, to settle our dispute with our old station. Melissa Fox taught me all about the art of self-promotion. Someone who could teach us both about the art of self-promotion is the WWF. Their wrestling is more popular than ever, and they're even branching out into football, with the Orlando Rage starting play next year. And GTV wants to be the official show of the Orlando Rage, so if anyone from the XFL or the WWF is watching right now, have McMahon call me. That's the perfect segue to point out that we now have a viewer voicemail line. Just call 407-291-2520. Leave us your comments, your suggestions, your jokes, your ideas, whatever. But just remember that whatever you do leave us, we can use on the air because we said so. And it's our phone line. Anyway, McMahon, call me. But until we hear from you, we're going to try this.
Fresh from the Texas penal system, Paco Ewing from Amarillo was convicted and sentenced to death for the execution-style murder of a woman and her 4 Chihuahua puppies.
Let me just ask you something. Have you ever lived with Chihuahuas? Let me tell you, it'll drive you a little crazy too. I'm gonna crush you like I crush those Chihuahuas. Ah!
Representing the Sunshine State, Bubba Rhodes, who was ordered killed in a split decision after blowing up a bus full of mimes. Rhodes is undefeated in DRW competition.
That's right. Ooh, it takes a big man, huh, to get some puppies and kill them. Well, I'm gonna treat you like I did those mimes. I'm gonna make you little bitch asshole of mine. Whoa! I feel like some burritos tonight, baby.
From Bush Brothers Promotions and Rupert Murdoch, and available only on GTV pay-per-view, it's the Amarillo Assassin taking on the champion Miami Mime Mauler.
Chihuahuas, I don't know much about Chihuahuas, but I know I'm gonna kill you and eat you like a Chihuahua chimichanga, boy.
My uncle wasn't mine. So I'm taking this one first. I'll make you squeal like a pig like your dad did.
Death Row Wrestling. It's not over until there's only one man left breathing. Death Row Wrestling on GTV pay-per-view. Use your remote to order. Death Row Wrestling. It's a battle to the death. Hey, they were sentenced to death anyway, and all the proceeds go to support public education.
Stay tuned for Death Row Wrestling
on GTV.
I'm Eric.
I'm Clint.
I'm Scott.
Jacob. And we're None Other. And our newest single, You're Not Welcome Here, will be up next on GTV.
You see them, and yet you don't. The forgotten outcasts of a disposable, consumer-based society. Most people think that abandoned shopping carts are just a big city problem. But here in Central Florida, you can find countless homeless buggies. They stand by the roadside, hoping someone will help them find their way back home. They wait at bus stops for a trip home that never comes. They congregate in small groups to console each other. But sometimes something goes wrong and good carts go bad. They let themselves rust and develop wobbly wheels. Some form renegade gangs and spend time roaming parking lots, putting dents and dings in cars. All too often, a homeless cart will commit suicide by hurling itself into a ditch or canal. And some come to an untimely demise, often a result of foul play. Their carcasses can be found at the side of just about any road. But for just pennies a day, you can help these castaway couriers of our society. I'm TV's Johnny, speaking for Save the Carts. Your donations will help us help them to help us. Let's put an end to this urban problem and show that we really do care. Send all that you can today to Save the Carts, Department J, Knob Noster, Missouri. Thank you. Thank you for me, and thank you for them.
This is G-Bands, man. Now, I know last week we said that we were going to have my friend Steve, but guess what? He's not our friend. He blew us off. And you know what, Steve? That's cool because we're going to be big stars one day, and guess what? You're not. And then you're going to regret this move. Mark my words. But that's okay because we've got another band, and they are our friends. They're none other than None Other. No, that's the name of the band, None Other. Stop. None Other is the name of the band, and actually they're playing at Sapphire as we speak, but it's just so nice out today that I wanted to be outside because, like, I'm one with my universe and the wind is blowing and the sun is in my face and I just feel like really fuzzy all over, you know what I mean? So, enough about that. Here's the band None Other. Whoop. Here's the band None Other. Whoop. Here's the band None Other, and this is their tune, You're Not Welcome Here.
Come on, everybody, let's really get it going now. Walk into a well-lit up room. People surrounding me, I know they're soon like walking in a Greenpeace meeting wearing apron. Stab me like I'm a freak of nature. Some stab me to the head to kick a bird scene. Others shoot me like I walk before they start to sing. To the one in whom they claim to follow. But I've been in the winter too wide to swallow. That we're all the same, that we're all made of dirt. Tell me if you walked up to me, what could it hurt? But in your bubble, it's not understood. Maybe it's a door, I'm on a nigga. Cause in your clique, you're happy to live. Don't you see, you wanna get what you give? And I think to myself, you're not welcome here. Welcome here. You're not welcome here. You gotta give what you got, cause you know what you get. While the dog you playing to be living, cause when I see a loser doing nothing other than when you get to the end, you'll get kicked out from the sea. Your opinions mean nothing to the man. What he says and what goes in again, about your plan. When you see his face, you don't wanna hear. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. What you wanna hear, but there's some things that I have did. All my mouths are moving and I don't know what they're saying. Everybody's grooving and nobody knows who's paying. They said, I said, you said, we said. Turn around in circles and the enemy is in your bed. Why don't you just learn to listen? Maybe I have good intention. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here. Welcome here.
All right, there you have it, and that was the band None Other, You're Not Welcome Here. But guys, let me tell you something, okay? You are always welcome here. I don't care what anybody says, and I don't even care that you look like a boys band because you're still good. This is their CD. You can pick it up from them. You'll have to give them some money, but they'll still give you one. Or you can look them up on www.noneother.com. I'm having a little trouble. It's the universe thing. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Anyways, if you want to be a G band, GorillaTV.net. If you want to be a G band, we can make it happen for you. Okay? So I'll see you next time. Until then, the hills are alive with the sound of music.
Guess that's what happens when you work with Mark Szymanski. This is normally the spot in the show where you'd see quick spins. Don't worry, we haven't gotten rid of it, but what we are doing is retooling it a little bit. In the past, we've only featured electronic music on quick spins. We're expanding that to cover the entire entertainment scene in O-Town. So if there's a fetish ball, a tattoo convention, a CD release party, or anything else that you click on GorillaTV.net and send us an email inviting us to, we'll send a minicam out and cover. So that was a hint for you to go and click on it and look for the new and improved quick spins in the new year right here on GTV. Also, while you're on the web board, go and vote for Alien or Chicken. There's a runoff election going on there. Speaking of cluckers, I was talking with him and he reminded me that big sporting events are always very successful in the ratings. The Super Bowl, the World Series, or the Olympics all generally get huge audiences. So with that in mind, Cluckers came up with this idea. He calls it the security games, and this is how it works. We hide a minicam and then drop Cluckers off 60 feet from the front door of each of the 3 major discount retailers. We then start the clock and see how long it takes for someone from the store to come out and ask us what the hell we're doing there. There's a Walmart employee walking right past Cluckers, but she didn't say anything, so we still do not have a winner. Boy, people really do love chicken, don't they? In case you're wondering why the alien is not participating tonight, it's because he was disqualified after vaporizing a Big K manager. Since this competition is pre-recorded, we'll be time compressing it so that this bit doesn't become too lame. It looks like we might. Yes, I think we do have a winner here. This would be the gold medalist. Target wins the game. We still have the battle, though, for second place. There's an off-duty Walmart person. She's talking to Cluckers, so here's your final results. Target takes the gold, Walmart comes away with the silver, and, well, we don't know about Big K because Cluckers is still standing in their parking lot waiting for someone to talk to him. Just got the numbers for that last bit, and oh man, do they blow. It's the last time we ever let Cluckers write a bit. That reminds me, though, that NBC had the lowest rated Olympics this last time of any Olympics in over 30 years. And Fox's World Series didn't have quite the numbers that they'd hoped for because it was a crosstown rivalry up in New York and a lot of the rest of the country didn't care. So I guess big blockbuster sporting events aren't necessarily blockbuster ratings events. And our numbers certainly show that right now. Well, when ABC's ratings were in the toilet, they called on Regis and gave away $1 million. We called on Regis and he hung up on us, but we don't have $1 million to give away anyway. But we do have this.
It's Madam Curious again, and we're down here at Lake Eola, downtown Orlando, to play Who Wants to Win $10? We have 5 questions. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
This one is for the amount of 1 penny. What is the closest star to the Earth?
Jupiter, I believe.
Jupiter?
No, that's a planet.
That's a planet.
Yeah. I don't know about the stars.
Don't know about the stars?
No, I never got into that.
Isn't it beautiful out today? What's out today?
Sun?
Oh, absolutely the sun. We got a penny going on. Are you ready to go on into our quarter question?
I'm ready.
All right. Robert is ready for his quarter question. This could be a hard one. What president is on the $5 bill?
Lincoln.
Why, you are correct, sir. That is Lincoln. Very good, sir. Very good. Good job. All right, he just answered the quarter question. Now, we're raising the stakes up to our dollar question now. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, now, make sure, now, Rich, you have to get this question right in order to earn that dollar. If not, you will go back to 1 penny. Are you ready to move on?
I am.
All right. Rich, when was the War of 1812 fought?
Come on, 8th grade social studies. 1812.
Well, by cracky, he got it. It's amazing what we can learn here, right here on Who Wants to Win $10? Okay, we're moving on. Who did the U.S. fight in the Revolutionary War? Do we have tea and crumpets on set? Johnny?
England.
Oh my gosh, give that man $1. We are now moving on to our $5 question. Have you ever had Homo sapien sex?
Yes.
She has, ladies and gentlemen, she has! Ooh, Sabrina? All right, here's the topper. Ronald. What does this Roman numeral stand for? Come on, you can do it.
11, ain't it?
You are correct! That is amazing! Absolutely, Ronald! Ronald, you just won $10. How does it feel to bet a $10 in there?
All right.
Absolutely. Use this word in a sentence.
Like the gorilla on Saturday.
It is like the gorilla on Saturday. You're right on action 27. That's really good. All right. We've got another $10 right here. We're out of money. What? Man, dude, just take this. Take it. Take it.
I'll make this for you.
Oh, thanks. Wow. All right, stay tuned for next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
GTV.
Oh, sorry. Hi there. It's your old pal, Melissa Fox, melissafox.com. Here's the news. Doctors in Romania are treating a 28-year-old whose penis exploded while he was making love to his girlfriend. Lauren Carew was taken to the hospital in the Transylvanian town of Cluj after his girlfriend, Magdalena, who's 18, felt something strange and noticed that the bed was covered in blood. Dr. Angela Damascus said, "It's very rare for this to happen. We call it an exploded penis because it happens when the blood cavities in the penis explode." Well, I don't know what this couple were playing at, but there must have been tremendous pressure inside the penis to make this happen. Mr. Carew is now recovering after an operation to stop the bleeding. That used to happen to Madonna all the time. And you know, that really gets me in the mood for this next story. In South Africa, a rapist was left speechless when his intended victim bit off his tongue as he tried to force it into her mouth. A 30-year-old woman from a squatter camp on the East Rand then ran off tongue-in-cheek to the nearest police station a kilometer away. Police were shocked when she produced the bitten-off tongue. Moments later, the suspect also arrived in agony, with blood pouring from his mouth. Hoping to get medical help, he was immediately arrested. He received medical attention, but it was not possible to have his tongue sewn back on. Police said the tongue would be kept and used as evidence, and then fried with onions and green peppers and served with a nice Chianti. Clarice. In Princeton, Louisiana, more than 20 elementary school students saw 3 male inmates having sex outside of a church where they were on a work detail. The students were inside a class when they looked out a window, saw the inmates engaging in sex, and called a teacher. The inmates were part of a Bossier Parish jail work crew clearing bushes and undergrowth at the church near the school in northwestern Louisiana. Where was the work crew's supervisor while all this was going on? Holding the video camera. A 74-year-old Wisconsin farmer and his 80-year-old brother were charged with operating a large-scale marijuana farm after state agents executed the largest marijuana bust in Wisconsin this year. David W. Burmish and his brother Eugene were each charged with 2 felony counts of manufacturing marijuana. The street value of the pot was estimated at over $500,000. Authorities knew something was up when the 80-year-old guy kept referring to everybody as dude. Old MacDonald had a pot farm, E-I-E-I-O. Man, this is some good shit. A Canadian farmer was found dead after an incident that police say may have resulted from a buck staking his territory during mating season. William McCavanagh, a 54-year-old Southern Ontario resident, was discovered by a neighbor in a deer compound with bite marks and other injuries that police said appeared to have been inflicted by the buck. Police said that during the rutting season from September to December, male deer become very territorial and aggressive. On a more troubling note, the farmer was found with his pants down around his ankles. Of course, if you have a mating buck following you, maybe death is a good thing. Well, you know, we've had the flash dance ending, we've had the 2 boobs ending, and I've gotten a lot of email, melissafox.com, from you folks saying, we want so much more. Show us your boobs. And I think you'll need to get the VCR rolling for this one. Go ahead. I'll wait. Because this is only going to happen once. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello, Americans. Paul Harvey, stand by for a bulletin. Elian Gonzalez, that cute little tyke, remains in Cuba at this hour. It's true. If things change, we'll let you know. Paul Harvey, good day.
There you go. I hope you got it. Don't forget, send your cards and letters, Melissa Fox at melissafox.com. That's the news. Thanks for listening. I love you. Mean it. Ooh, it's so liberating, you know?
All right, way to go, Melissa. It's a tough act to follow. You know those home video things? They're always kind of successful in the ratings. This is kind of like that. And you know, as a biker myself, I appreciate the concept here, but I think there might be a little better place than this for motorcycle parking, guys. What the hell is up with this? If they fix them all, it's no wonder they need a mechanic. And finally, attention sign overlords. The Naval Training Center, it closed years ago. It was in the papers and everything. Most of it's already torn down. You might want to change the sign. That is all for your Nitwit Newsreel.
GTV.
Here's a GTV programming reminder. Later tonight on the Double Entendre Theater, it's the acting debut of George Michael in Roman Polanski's Choking the Chicken.
Well, our ratings are up, but they could still be a little bit better. You know, sometimes shows give away cash when they're trying to entice viewers, and I've got a nice, crisp $100 bill right here. And what I'm going to do is see if we can give this away to someone who called up the GTV viewer voicemail line at 407-291-2520. I'm just going to pull one of those people's names up at random here off the caller ID list, and we'll just give one of them a call here. How about that one right there?
And if this person can tell us what's on right now, we'll give them the $100. Hello, this is Johnny from GTV
calling. Can you tell us what's on the air right now? No, I'm sorry I woke you up. Yes, I know what time it is. I'm sorry. If you can answer the question, though, we'll give you $100. Sir, if you'd stop yelling. Sir, I couldn't possibly know that you have to be to work in 4 hours. Well, then you'd have to be getting up pretty soon anyway, wouldn't you? Sir, I'm losing the connection. Sir, I'm sorry. Well, that certainly went better than I could possibly have ever hoped for.
A good thing we have time for a tried and true bit to fall back on. Canada Green, huh? I think I had that once back in college. I think I could use some right now. Power paste? Hey, this stuff really works. 75% of the first grade kids who ate it were able to do squat thrusts at a 5th grade level. Are you sure you ran the dishwasher? Well, you could use this thing, or how about just opening the door and looking inside and saving $6? Okay, everybody now. Booty sock, booty sock, booty sock, booty sock. Get down. Booty sock, booty sock. And this, signing in 14 languages. I never knew the deaf couldn't hear English differently than they couldn't hear Spanish or French. Well, if you see one of these crazy things, send it in to us, and if we use it on the air, we'll send you riches beyond your wildest imagination.
These are our latest ratings? Not bad. Okay. Although, I think we can still do better. I'm beginning to sound like Jerry Lewis at the end of a telethon, but don't worry, I'm not going to sing or anything, but you're forcing me to pull out the big guns for the credits. When all else fails, turn to sex. We'll see you again next time for our Christmas special. It's really going to be great. It's Christmas at Carrot Tops. We're looking forward to it. You should be too. Good night.